The chair recognizes the member from Etna, Representative Pierce.
I know. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The House will be in order. If you're coming in, just come in quietly, please, and take your seat.
HB 436 is about honoring the love and commitment of all families. It's about families that we build that deserve the same dignity and respect that everyone should enjoy. It's about how now is the time to do the right thing. It's about less government, more freedom, and the protection of religious freedom for all. It's about the family that my partner and I, who've been together almost 20 years, have built together. HB 436, that's why it's important to us. My partner and I, as I said, have been together almost 20 years. We have a loving and committed relationship based on mutual trust and respect. We believe that we deserve equal treatment under the law and be allowed to marry. Bob and I met at church when we lived in D.C. My mother loves that fact, actually. We became good friends. As we got to know each other, we learned that we're both from really big families. I'm the youngest of 7. He is the oldest of 5. We always assumed when we were kids that we would also form big families. We began talking as we started dating about having kids. I had not met anyone like that because in the 80s, many in my community didn't think it was possible to have families. We shared the same values: family, church, community service. We started dating and we knew immediately that this was it, that we would be together the rest of our lives. We met each other's families, mine being from Texas, his from Massachusetts. That was interesting. We then began building our lives together. When we left, I finished up my law degree and my MBA in D.C. We moved together to Philadelphia for him to get his master's degree. A few years later, we moved to Los Angeles for him to get his doctorate. I was working in a big law firm. He was pursuing his studies. It was work, work, work all the time. And that kind of put off the decision about kids. But in 2001, while we were on vacation together, I read a book about a gay couple in Michigan, I believe, and their story about fostering kids and adopting kids. There were pictures in that book of the family together, and every time I'd come across one, I'd be like, see, look, look, look. It reignited our desire and our commitment to build our family. Right after 9/11, which I think changed a lot of things for a lot of people, we signed up with an adoption attorney. In 2003, we were matched up with a young woman from Nevada. She told us that when she picked us to parent her child, that her father had told her she couldn't do it, that no grandchild of mine is going to be raised by 2 faggots. Before the adoption, her husband abandoned her. We had to bring her to live close to us. She had no other visible means of support. 3 weeks before the birth of that child, she skipped town, leaving us a note saying she couldn't remain in her family if she adopted to us. I still think about that child today. What kind of life is she living? I hope and I pray earnestly that she's being cared for. Then in 2004, we were matched up with another woman 1 month before she was due. We were in the delivery room. We helped deliver our daughter. We gave her her first bath. We brought her home 3 days later. A few weeks later, we had the baptism of our daughter at our own home. Our family and our friends joined as a faith community to welcome her into that family. We named her Emma. We named her Emma because for 10 years before that, in every grace before meal that we said, we prayed for Emma. In 2004, after Bob finished his doctorate, we moved to New Hampshire. He got a job at Dartmouth teaching music. And now we have one of the most mundane lives that you could imagine. We go to kids' birthday parties. We put kids to bed. We teach them manners, respect, that you shouldn't burp out loud. And we try to grab an hour or two at the end of the day to catch up with each other. We each grew up believing in the importance of family, and that we would each have a family one day, have one of our own. But as I was growing up, realizing that I was gay, I gave up on that dream because I was told, God hates you. You're sick. You're wrong.